Gravitational potential energy. This is a special type of energy that objects possess simply because of their position above the ground. It's one of the most fundamental concepts in physics, and you'll see it everywhere in the real world. So what exactly is gravitational potential energy? It's the energy stored in an object due to its position above the ground. Think about it this way. When you lift a book and place it on a shelf, you're doing work against gravity. That work gets stored as potential energy in the book. The higher you raise the object, the more energy it stores. And here's the interesting part. This stored energy can be converted back into motion when the object falls. That's why a ball dropped from a tall building hits the ground with much more force than one dropped from just a meter high. The formula for gravitational potential energy is P = mg h. This simple equation tells us exactly how much potential energy an object has. Pe stands for potential energy, which is what we're calculating. It equals mass times gravity times height. This formula shows us that potential energy depends on three key factors, and if we know all three, we can calculate the exact amount of energy stored in any object. Let's break down each variable in our formula. First, m represents mass, measured in kilograms. This is simply how much matter the object contains. Next, g represents gravity, which on Earth is always 9.8 meters per second squared. This is the acceleration due to Earth's gravitational pull, and it remains constant. Finally, h represents height, measured in meters. This is the vertical distance from the ground to the object's position. When we multiply these three values together, we get potential energy measured in joules. Let's work through a practical example to see how this formula works. Imagine a book with a mass of 2 kilograms is placed on a shelf 3 meters high. What is its gravitational potential energy? We have all the information we need. The mass m equals 2 kilograms, the height h equals 3 meters, and gravity g equals 9.8 meters per second squared, which is always constant on Earth. Now we just need to plug these values into our formula. Here's how we solve it step by step. We start with our formula. Pe = mgh. Next, we substitute our known values. Pe equals 2 times 9.8 times 3. Now we just multiply these numbers together. 2 times 9.8 equals 19.6. Then 19.6 times 3 equals 58.8. So our final answer is Pe equals 58.8 joules. The book on the shelf has 58.8 joules of gravitational potential energy stored in it. There are three key relationships you need to remember. First, more height means more potential energy. If you double the height, you double the potential energy. Second, more mass means more potential energy. A heavier object at the same height will have more stored energy than a lighter one. And third, gravity is constant at 9.8 meters per second squared on Earth. This value never changes in our calculations for objects near Earth's surface. Understanding these relationships will help you solve any gravitational potential energy problem. Gravitational potential energy isn't just a physics concept, it's everywhere around us. Hydroelectric dams use water stored at great heights to generate electricity. The potential energy of the elevated water is converted to kinetic energy as it falls, which then spins turbines. Roller coasters work the same way. Climbing to the top of the first hill stores potential energy that powers the entire ride. Pendulums constantly convert between potential energy at the highest points and kinetic energy at the lowest point. Even skydivers rely on gravitational potential energy. Their altitude stores enormous energy that's released as they freefall toward the ground. Understanding this concept helps us harness energy and design amazing machines.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.